Good morning, guys. It is currently Saturday morning and we are about to head out to go to Boise for about 5 days. So we just finished packing up. We wanted to get out a little earlier, but unfortunately the weather is kind of iffy the entire way over to Boise. We have to go over 2 different passes, one in Washington, like right outside of Seattle, and one in Oregon, right before Idaho. And the weather is gonna be all right going to Boise, but we're a little nervous coming back. So this trip is going to be kind of dependent in length based on the weather. So we're planning on 5-ish days. It might be 4, it might be 6, who knows? So we're gonna have to play with that. But I am taking 3 weeks off of my day job. So I'm gonna spend basically this first week in Boise, and then after that, I'm really gonna focus on pumping out lots of videos on YouTube, doing lots of streams. So I'm not just taking the break just to relax, unfortunately. I'll do a little bit of both. For now, we are going to head to Boise, and like I said, we just finished packing up. Yeah, let's get this car packed up. Bronte, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. And yes, I changed shirts. This is still all the same morning, I promise. I'm not tricking you guys. All right. Okay, so just packed up the car and we are leaving the garage right now. We are unfortunately in a parking garage that is like, it goes multiple levels down, so it takes like 5 minutes to even get out of this thing. It's insane. Bronte hates it.
It's awful.
You just go in loops and loops and loops and loops. Yeah, it is raining a bit outside, so that part doesn't worry me, but what worries me about that is we're about to go up a mountain, which means that's gonna turn into snow. And we don't have snow tires on this car because it never really snows down here in Seattle. So this is going to be interesting. So wish us luck. Okay, so as you guys can tell, it is snowy all around us. Luckily, the roads are really good. They're just a little damp, like nothing crazy. So driving's perfectly fine, but it looks absolutely like Christmas up here. So it's amazing. So this is the first pass that we have to go over. This is Snoqualmie Pass, and then we have to go through a second one in Oregon. But yeah, so far so good. We just got into Oregon. We just crossed the bridge, crossed a giant river. What river is that? Do you know? The Columbia?
I think so.
Anyway, so we're in Oregon now. This is by far the most boring part of the drive for the next couple of hours. It's just kind of dead dryness. When most people think of Oregon, I don't really think anyone actually knows what it's like other than like Portland, which is pretty wet like Seattle. But the rest of Oregon is very dry and really boring. So, not looking forward to the next like 3 hours of this part. Haven't really been documenting that much of this road trip because not really much has happened, and it was basically just fog the entire time, so I couldn't really film anything cool outside. So, working with what I got. Bronte and I have been trying to like keep ourselves entertained this whole time, and basically she found some like questionnaire thing of like 1,000 questions of like. What were some questions?
What's the most annoying thing about you?
Oh yeah, like what are the most annoying things about each other, or like what are some weird quirks about your family, like things like that. So like deeper questions. So it was one thing to pass the time. So I'm really curious to know what you guys do to pass the time on really long road trips. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys do, because I still to this day don't know of a good way to pass time, especially if I'm the one driving. So yeah, let me know. Okay, so now we are heading up the hill to go over the second pass. This one is called Dead Man's Pass, I believe, and it's not usually as bad as this first pass that we went over, but one time I was driving up with my mom one time, and I've never seen hail so big, and it dented the crap out of her car. It was super bad, so it can be hit or miss through this one. I think it's going to be okay though coming up, but on the way back it might be really bad, so we'll see what it looks like. little bit. Actually looks a little worse right up here, but it's mostly off to the side. So I think we're okay with this pass for now. We still have another like 2.5, maybe 3 hours, somewhere in there, left to Boise. But it's gonna be a really long night for me tonight because I'm actually probably driving us straight to my grandma's house because they're having a bunch of people over and I just have to be coming over this day, so I might go say hi to all of them and then drive over to my parents' house, drop all of our stuff off, and then I immediately have to go and hang out with Max tonight, my best friend that he was in, I think, my second vlog ever, and I game with him a handful of times on Twitch, so you guys might kind of know him already. But yeah, I'm gonna go over to his place tonight and we're having like a game night, total nerd night, which means Bronte's probably just gonna hang out at my house and hang out because she doesn't want any part of that. So it's gonna be a really, really long day for me. We just made it into Idaho. I am pumped. We only have like 50 minutes left. Thank God. Sometimes this road trip feels like it goes by really fast, and sometimes it feels like it goes by really, really slowly. And that was one of those times. It felt like it was going on forever and ever. It was kind of rough. Pretty tired right now, but first things first, once we actually get into Boise, Bronte and I need to find some food because we're starving. I gotta gas this car up and then sleep. So we finally made it back to my parents' house in Boise. That was a really, really long drive. Like, really long. So I'm gonna hang out here for a couple of hours, catch up with my parents, and then I have to go over to my best friend's Max's house and hang out with him for the night. It's a really long day. I know I've said this a couple times, but I'm absolutely brain dead right now. Like, I feel like I'm almost like half asleep. But we're gonna wake up and we're gonna have a good night with Max, and it's gonna be awesome. And Bronte's gonna sleep. Okay, so I'm about to go head over to my friend Max's house. Super pumped to go see him. I think I'm going to wrap this video up now and just kind of end it. I feel like it's gonna be really long as it is. So the rest of the vacation will be coming in a second video, and I'm gonna kind of make it like my Christmas special, where I'm gonna try and do something a little different with it. Hopefully it'll be great. So thank you guys for watching, I appreciate it, and if you'd like to follow along through this journey of me trying to go full time with streaming on Twitch and making content on YouTube, be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon. Peace.